call hello, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ruach HaChodesh. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. To the 12 tribes just scattered abroad, greeting. So I was just reading through the gospel. I was reading St. Mark, and I was just impressed by the Spirit to make an epistle. So this is Mark, Salak chapter 16, verse 14. Afterward, the he being Yahushua HaMashiach, the author and finisher of our faith, the Prince of Peace, our great mediator, our everlasting high priest, and much more. Afterward, he appeared unto the 11 as they sat at meat. So they were chilling, eating, and upbraided them with their unbelief. Because if you read up, you'll find that Mary and also two of the disciples, Yahushua appeared to them, and they actually went and told the 11, but they didn't believe. So they had two messages that they didn't receive. So he upbraided them, meaning he got on them for not believing in the fact that he had appeared. In fact, if you read up, it says here in verse 9, now when Yahushua was risen early the first day of the week, he appeared first to Mary Magdalene, out of whom he had cast 7 devils. So Mary Magdalene is a representation of Israel. I learned this from one of the elders of Great Millstone, Tazadakba. And he brought out that Mary Magdalene was a representation of Israel because she had committed adultery, and that's when Yahushua said that is without sin, let him cast the first stone. And then he told her to sin no more. And that's a representation for us, because although we're sinners and we've done abominable things worthy of death 7 times over, we're told we've been shown everlasting mercy. And so we're supposed to bring, to the best of our ability, the elect to the light so that they can receive the same things that we've received, and even greater, depending on their lot. So there is Mary Magdalene, and then here it is in verse 12. After that, he appeared in another form unto 2 of them as they walked and went into the country, and they went and told it unto the residue. The residue is a representation of the elect, but in this case, it would be the apostles as well as the disciples, the main apostles, and then the secondary apostles, disciples, rank and file. 1 Corinthians 14:40, let everything be done decently and in order. Neither believed they them. Okay, so now we have the context. So now going back to verse 14, afterward he appeared unto the 11 as they sat at meat, and upbraided them with their unbelief and hardness of heart. So their hardness of mind, all right, for not believing, because they believed not them which had seen him after he was risen. Now, they could have been carnal in that sense. It's Mary Magdalene. She's a woman. What does she know? And then maybe the 2 disciples weren't really high up in rank. Brothers, gods. Not to mention they were dealing with the grief of just having lost Yahushua, as well as probably, false rumors that, Yahushua is this. Like when Tupac died and people say he's alive in Cuba, they probably did the same thing with Yahushua, but in a wicked sense, right? So that probably was annoying and vexing. So they probably were just like, what, we're done. We're not hearing this. Cut the noise. All right, but as it is written, Yahushua appears unto you like a thief in the night. So hardness of heart, because they believe not them. So verse 14, Mark chapter 16, verse 14, reading from the bottom part, because they believed not them which had seen him after he was risen. And he said unto them, Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel. So the gospel isn't just Mark, Matthew, Luke, and John. The gospel is actually all the prophecies. Because it's good news to hear that your enemies are going down. It's good news to find out that you're an Israelite. It's good news even for the heathen nations to know that they're going to have their own lands and they're going to be in order and they're going to be tributaries unto us. Because guess what? Yahweh Mashiach is only dealing with Yasharallah, only with Israel. And you have to have a leading nation. And that's going to be Israel. All right? So you tell a brother, a lowly brother that, or a lowly sister that uplifts them. So go ye into all the world. And because Israel is scattered throughout the four corners, this is why this scripture is infinite. Right, and it's applicable to today in the modern sense. Right, that's why Yahushua is the author and finisher of our faith. And preach the gospel to every creature. All right, and creature being a creation. We're a creature, we're a creation. So you're supposed to preach it unto the elect, because the elect come in all shapes and sizes, and they look like all sorts of different types of people, right? They can look like the heathen nations. So what's the best way to do that? Using the internet. And also being out there in the highways and byways, right? So everything is all scriptural and set up perfectly. Verse 16, he that believeth and is baptized shall be saved, right? And how do you get baptized? You get baptized in your mind, right? Be therefore transformed by the renewal of your mind. I think that's in Ephesians chapter 4. I think around verse 22. But he that believeth not shall be damned, right? Because it's either yea or nay. There's no in between. Either you're hot or cold, right? That's in Revelation, I believe. So, just a little lesson, just a quick epistle, because, man, when you read the words of Yahweh Shai, like, they move you, right? So with that, I hope you are edified. Shalom.